Everybody, welcome back to the podcast, the unnamed podcast that we are never going to name. We're back again. Yep. And we're back again this time with Ben. How you doing, Ben?
I am doing fine, and we looks like we're playing some Uncharted today.
Yes. Uncharted 1. It was on sale, the remaster collection for $7 on PSN. I said, "You know what? They're not making a new Metal Gear. I'm not playing Survive. I might as well play another series that is pretty well received." So I said, why not? And you know what, Ben? It's pretty okay.
Yeah, they aren't bad games at all.
Yeah.
Granted, no offense to them, they've never really drawn my attention despite having played two of them.
Yeah. This is the first one we're watching, which is these were remastered by Blue Point, who have done a bunch of remasters and they do a really good job. But it
Yes,
plays very well. It's fun. I like it. Except
it reminds me when there were a lot of like bad HD collections that were coming out. Remember when they were the trend, the HD collection?
yeah.
I
Oh
always have to go
God.
back to the Silent Hill HD collection,
Oh
which was
no. Oh no.
a port of 2 and 3, and are clearly the worst versions of those games that are honestly
Mm,
bastardizations.
yeah. What
And
was
it's
that other
weird
one?
because
Zone of the
um
Enders. I'm thinking of that was also not great, if I remember correctly.
because I know the Metal Gear one. I actually have the Metal Gear one, and it's not bad either.
Oh yeah, it's good. Even on the Vita, it's good, and it was also done by Blue Point.
Yeah, I
It's
kind of
really
wish
good.
they gave him over to Blue Point, the Silent Hill franchise, but for whatever reason, Konami doesn't ultimately care about things. And
And
speaking of
like,
Konami, what are they even doing?
I don't know. They say they have something for us.
Besides MGS3 Pachinko? Because have you seen those videos? They look so good they hurt.
Yeah, it does hurt a lot. I don't know, but Blue Point has also said that they have something in the works that should please the masses, and that's a direct quote from them. So I don't know. It might be some Metal Gear remasters. It might be. I don't know. That's just speculation. But if I had to guess, it could be that. It could be, and it is the
Well,
30th anniversary this year. So who knows?
yes, but leave with Konami to oh wait a minute, the 30th anniversary. That's right. Metal Gear Survive is supposed to come out this year.
I don't know. When was the last time we heard about that? Last year, I think.
Yes. Um.
Like Gamescom last year, I think it was. Or no, was it Tokyo Game Show? I think Tokyo Game Show was the absolute last time they talked about it. Oh God. I don't know what happened. I think they just like gave up. I hope they gave up.
Yeah, I hope they understood what happened with. The only thing I can expect is E3 is coming up relatively soon on the June 10th, so
It
maybe.
is. Oh God, you're right. I forgot it's that soon. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Oh, we need to talk about. We should talk about that too coming up. First thing, let's get back to Uncharted real quick. So Ben, I think I said a few podcasts ago that they were making an Uncharted movie, and I wasn't sure if there was a script done or not. There is a
Yes.
script. It is
Hmm.
done. They have casted Nathan Drake.
Oh.
Uh, Take a guess who it is. Who would you think they would cast? If top of your head, anyone.
I'm not good with actor names.
I'll give you a hint. It's no one you would think it is.
Okay.
They cast Spider-Man Tom Holland to play young
Oh.
Nathan Drake.
Oh. Um. But Nathan Drake is kind of built,
He is,
not
but
like
apparently,
Spider-Man.
yeah, apparently the entire movie is going to be a prequel to the first game. So it's only going to be
Oh,
Tom Holland as
that's
there will be no
interesting.
older actor.
That's interesting because like movies like this don't usually respect the source material.
Mm,
So this, I guess this could work. I mean,
it
I'm
might.
probably not gonna watch it. And
Mhm.
speaking of movies, I actually recently just watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
I did too. We can talk about. I'm glad we can talk about that.
What a good sequel to an already good movie. I feel like I was lied to when like the skew between comedy and action, that it leaned more towards action than comedy than I was told.
Right. Yeah.
But oh, go ahead.
I. You seem to like it a lot. I take it. You enjoyed it quite a bit.
Um, I wouldn't say a lot, but I definitely did enjoy it, which is
Right.
a lot hard for me to say about a lot of movies.
Right. See, I'm on the end of the spectrum. I think the first movie is way better.
Oh, actually, that's me too. So
Oh, there we
yeah, I
go.
actually share that opinion.
I have a lot of problems with this movie.
Is it that
Um,
Ego is his father?
no, I'm okay with Ego and them making him a celestial, which is actually weird, but okay, we'll ignore that for right now. Also, spoilers if you haven't seen the movie. Um, I felt like you have the opening act, that first scene with Mr. Blue Sky playing. I felt like it went on way too long with Baby
Yes,
Groot
yes. I
dancing.
feel that like I like the joke of like the little Groot dancing, but I think
Yeah.
it went on too long because like they played the whole song, right?
It played, I believe, all the lyrics. Then, because there's like a minute of the song at the end that is just instrumental. So they played like the first 3.5 minutes, which are all the vocal stuff is. Which yeah, they played all of it, like
Yeah.
3 minutes, and it went on
They should
way
have
too
just gone for
long.
the first verse.
Yeah, or even I even would have liked it more if they cut out to the actual battle and had it play. That would have been fine, I guess. But whatever. And another problem I had was I I so I was worried about this going in. So on the poster that they revealed, it has Peter Quill holding up the Walkman. I'm like, oh dear
Yes.
God, no! It's gonna be like this gigantic thing. And I will say it made sense and it was impactful in a way with the music he had, and they referred to the music a lot in the film, to certain lyrics of songs.
Yeah.
But in a way, I almost feel like they have their cake, but then the movie also eats its own cake in a sense regarding it. And I also felt like some of the gags with Drax didn't hit me very well. I just kind of felt like
Yeah.
he was a punchline bag in a way.
Yes. Like that's character now, is that like sort of like bland um like stupid person joke, like from
Yes.
like someone that doesn't understand like culture.
Hmm. Like in the first movie, it made sense. It's like, why would I put my finger on his throat? No, that means killing him. Why would I use my finger? Okay, fine. But then it's just like he's like an exaggeration of that, which I understand makes sense because you're like, oh, all this stuff, I love it. But it just gets to that point where it just kind of annoyed me after a point. It's like, meh. I I also feel like it kind of loses the charm of the first that the first movie had for me.
Yeah.
Uh, it was fun. It was a competent sequel, and
I think it
I
was a much
applaud
better
James Gunn.
antagonist than Ronan the
Yeah.
Conqueror, the
Oh God.
Destroyer.
By galaxies, he was a better villain. And I hate myself. Every Marvel movie I go into, I'm like, I wonder who the villain is, because you don't see it in the trailer like 8 out of 10 times. And I'm like, oh, Ego's the villain. Holy shit, this is
Yeah.
interesting. And he was, and Kurt Russell as Ego, fantastic actor, great choice, and just so interesting, so well thought. And
Yes,
I
I
really
saw
liked
it.
it.
Honestly, him as father to make Adam Warlock whatever they're gonna make Adam Warlock, um,
Hmm.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, he was fine. And then you have the one effect I really loved was when he reconstituted himself as he's walking up to Peter, and you just see
Oh,
him.
as
He's the blood vessels.
the
Then
skeleton
he's
into the yeah.
yes, that was so awesome. I loved that so
I'm
much. Looking
surprised
at that,
honestly how slow that took though. Like
it
how
it
slow
was
he was
really
doing it.
slow. You think he can just do it in like a second, but dramatic effect, I guess. Why not?
What I really appreciated was at the end when they had the Dune.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah,
I I had to laugh. No one understood the joke when I was in the theater, but like this terrible piece of garbage Microsoft software.
yeah. Uh, it holds 300 songs. Oh my god. And the Zune was a piece of crap. Like, oh my god. Oh god. That's funny. I enjoyed that. Did you catch who Sylvester Stallone's playing and his little group?
He was that one of the Ravager captains.
Yes,
Yeah,
he was a Ravager.
I don't remember his name though, if they even gave its name in the movie.
In the movie, I don't think they said it. In the credits, they have a name as like Stakar or Stokar, but in short, he plays Starhawk, and the little group
Oh,
that he's with in like the post credit scene, like the five of them, they are the original Guardians of the Galaxies from the comics. They were the first group, which is very
oh,
interesting. Yeah.
oh yeah. Also, like Raymond, I'm seeing in the video. Yeah, don't go thinking you can destroy things. That's
I
not how this game works.
I get lost so often in these games because I don't know where I'm supposed to jump to because it's not obvious. I really like it a lot. It frustrates me. Like we'll get to the end of the Uncharted part of this video because I am stuck and I don't know where I'm supposed to jump to. And it's just like, can I blow a hole through this wall? No. Can I blow up
Yes.
this gate? No.
So for everyone watching, don't watch the video. Listen for our wonderful videos. You're not
Yes.
gonna find anything satisfying over here. No offense.
No. Um oh, there was also in Stallone's little group there was like the robot head. Did
Yes.
Miley Cyrus was the voice of the robot head. Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Something interesting though, that character. So this group is from Guardians 3000, which takes place in the year 3000, obviously. And the robot head, it's actually the Vision in the comics.
Oh,
Like his
oh, oh.
yeah, his I don't know, his computerness like continued on and he just went into a new body and he became that. I forget the name of the character, but he became that character. And now it's like, how do I explain Paul Bettany's manly voice becoming a Miley Cyrus? Which obviously that's not what they're doing, but for anyone who is like has comic knowledge, that's a little weird. Oh, there was I really loved the Stan Lee cameo in this. I loved it so
Yeah,
much,
I
Ben.
did like that.
The Watchers look kind of weird, but that's fine. That was really
Yeah,
funny.
they look like generic aliens, honestly.
Yeah, they do. So something a bit weird with timeline here, Ben. This is actually broken. So this movie, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, takes place a few months after the first Guardians of the Galaxy, which is set in 2014. Stan Lee is sitting there talking to the Watchers about being a FedEx man in the movie Civil War. Civil War took place 2016. They went through time, Ben. Yondu and Kraglin and Rocket and Baby Groot. They went 2 years into the future to hear Stan
Uh,
Lee talking about that. Or Stan Lee went back in time to talk to the Watchers.
yeah, I guess like the Stanleys are scenes are not meant to actually have any proper weight on anything until the final Marvel movie, where they reveal that Stan is actually the one above all.
Ooh, that'd be cool. I like that a lot.
Well, I feel like it would be more like for like a joke or something, but
Yeah, it's like yeah. I'm in the credits. He's credited as Watcher Informant, and James Gunn has always kind of joked like, "Oh, he's the Watcher." So I don't know. He could be anything. Because I think James Gunn insinuated that he plays the same character in every movie, including the Fox Marvel movies.
oh,
So, yeah. Wouldn't it have been interesting if they had Stanley talking about his cameo in like a Fox Marvel movie in the Marvel Studios movie in that scene? That would have been really trippy. That would have been funny as hell. I would have loved that. Oh, excuse me. Oh
I
god.
wish they couldn't have to write out the X-Men and various other like Fox-owned properties. It's kind of a shame.
It is really a shame. I Like, yes, you can. Oh, they're enhanced people. They're inhumans. What about the mutants? What? No. What?
Well, because like wasn't
Mutants?
like
That's not
civil
in my
like
dictionary.
was it the
Yes.
original Civil War that actually did involve mutants in like the cause of the
Yes. Yes, it did.
yes, because they were the kids that blew up that school, right?
Yes, Nitro. Nitro is a mutant who can just create fireballs, and he was given like these pills or something to make his powers like go really big, and he went so big he killed a bunch of like people in Stanford, Connecticut, including a school of children. So yes, it was. The X-Men stay out of it because the House of M event just took place. Oh, I die here by the way, because I think the game bugged out. Nope. Yes, and there you go. I jumped right off of it. Fantastic. Uh, yeah, the X-Men stayed out of it because the House of M event just happened. Oh, there we go. Yes, I slid right off of it. That's fantastic. Ben. I have some funny clips on my PlayStation. I need to put in the next podcast that
Ooh.
just show the game broken. It's hilarious. But yeah, the X-Men were somewhat involved, not really, but it was a mutant thing that caused it. So you know what's weird though? I didn't think Marvel Studios owned the Watcher character. I thought he was owned by Fox, to be honest. Which makes me kind of think that there was more to the deal they made with Fox regarding. So James Gunn, as a background, James Gunn wrote Guardians of the Galaxy 2 with Ego in mind from the beginning.
Okay.
Marvel Studios didn't own Ego at all, and they had to go to Fox and make a deal with them. And the
Why
deal
do
they
they
made,
own Ego?
I don't know. Well, the Ego is a Fantastic Four character mostly,
Oh.
which yeah.
Remember that time when Ego like fell in love with Earth's moon?
Yes. Oh God. Yeah, and so they said, um, can we have Ego? And Fox is like, oh, that's funny, because we need to make a deal with you too. And this deal was regarding Negasonic Teenage Warhead in Deadpool. They wanted to change her powers. Because
Uh,
I forget what she does in the comics, but it wasn't what she did in the movie. And so they made
what
a
did they
deal.
want to change her to the movie?
She just basically created fireballs. Like she
Oh.
could blow herself up kinda in Deadpool. And I don't know what her powers were in the comics, but that's the deal they made. But I wonder now if they also if Marvel Studios got the Watcher also if they didn't have it before. Because the Watcher often appears with the Fantastic Four. Uh Most often they do. Which makes me kind of think I wonder if they have the Fantastic Four also. Which I don't think Marvel does, but that would be interesting. Because no one can make a good Fantastic Four movie, Ben. Or
Yes,
Fantastic
and
Four.
Fox keeps trying, and they do nothing
They're
with it
gonna keep.
properly.
Yeah, they are. Uh, what else going on? Anything else? Marvel. They have a Marvel TV show called The Gifted. It's a X-Men universe show coming out on Fox, I think it is, or FX. It's about a kid discovers he has powers. His parents are like, "Oh no," and the mutant police are gonna go track them down or something. The trailer I didn't like very much. It wasn't very good, but that's happening. Uh, I think that's all for Fox Marvel Mutants. Oh, something hilarious, Ben. So, as you know, last podcast I was a strong advocate for season 5 of Agents of Shield, and I sent ABC Network an email saying, "Hey, you should renew it." You want to know what happened the next day, Ben?
They cancel it forever.
No, they renewed it.
Oh.
Yeah, they renewed season 5. So I'm not saying my email was the cause of this, but I'm saying coincidence? I think not. You're welcome, Clark Gregg. So that's gonna be fun for me. Starting this fall, Agents of Shield on the channel. Breakdowns. Probably not. Oh, they have the Inhuman show. They casted it. I wanted to talk about this. That's right. They all look stupid, Ben. Oh God, they put
Ooh.
out a photo. Yeah, they
Ooh.
all look stupid. The woman
I'm gonna
playing
look up
Medusa.
picture of the Inhumans. What are they?
Yeah,
Is it by Netflix?
no, it's by it's gonna be on ABC, but the first two episodes are gonna be filmed in IMAX and showed in IMAX theaters. Look up the
Oh, what
Inhuman
is this?
cast photo. Yeah,
Oh
it'll have.
God. Oh, is, is this real?
Yeah, that's
Is
real.
this
That's
like this looks like Superman 2?
yeah, that's real. That is real.
Oh
That
my
is from them.
God.
It looks horrid, doesn't it?
This, I'm completely serious. This looks like Superman 2 of
It
like
looks
level of
like
quality.
someone went to E3 and just took pictures of some cosplayers.
Oh come on, cosplayers aren't that bad.
Fair enough. It look at Medusa's red hair. It looks
Oh God, she
horrible.
looks bad. I think the only guy that on I guess that kind of looks good is the guy on all the way on the left.
Is that the black guy you're looking at? I don't have it in front of me.
Yes.
Yes, he looked fine. I forget who he is. Let's see if I had the photo in my phone. I did before.
They
Yes, I
all
have it
look
here.
really.
Okay, so you have Black Bolt in the middle, looking like he's constipated. On his right, you have Medusa and her super fake hair. Then next to Medusa, you have, I believe that is Crystal. I guess she looks fine. She has those weird black stripes in her hair. Then next to her on the far right is Maximus the Mad, who is basically Loki.
He looks like a tiny baby.
He does. Okay, so on the left of Black Bolt, that is. Oh, shit. I forget his name. But he sees, like, he has no inhuman powers. But he can
Then
see the
why is he part of
weakness.
the Inhumans?
I don't know. He can see the weakness in everything through, like, meditation and whatnot.
Oh.
And I don't know who the black guy is. I don't know. He looks fine, though. Karnak. Karnak is the guy next to Black Bolt.
Okay.
That's his name. Yeah, Medusa looks horrible though. This
Yeah,
photo is
she's not good.
it's disgusting. It's hilariously bad. But that's
So Raymond, when are we going to talk about a review of the Emoji Movie when that comes out?
uh I watched that trailer just to see how bad it is. I'm just
Oh
like,
man.
why are you making this? Did you know Patrick Stewart is the poop emoji?
Patrick Stewart, you poor man. You don't have to take more work. You have enough money.
You're a fantastic actor. You don't need to do this. Please. I don't know. I think he was just like, oh, I'm so rich. Yes, I'll do it. I'll do it without even getting paid. I feel like he just did this for the hell of it. He's just like, sure, why
That's
not?
gonna be like such a terrible movie that like I hate that like they're like marketing this, which is effectively an extension of language.
Yes.
Then they're making that into like a marketable property.
Yeah,
I hate
it's
emoji set, but like, oh
yeah, I know. It's like even like I'm not a young person. We're both not young people compared to
yeah,
what
we're old and dying.
yes. We're these cruddy old white men in our cruddy old white homes in our cruddy old white America.
My
But
house
it's
is gray.
oh, fair enough. Mine's is I'm forgetting. I don't know. I guess it's like a gray tan. I think my house is.
Well,
I
because
forget.
my house actually has slate coverings on it.
Oh wow, that's fancy. I
No,
think we just have
actually.
siding. But yeah, it's like I don't understand emojis. Like I think someone sent me this thing that they were sent once, and it was like this paragraph of text that was filled with like emojis. I'm sitting there trying to read it at like a third grade level. I can't read it because I don't understand it. I'm
The
like,
only
yes,
people I know that use emojis are honestly for jokes in like the sense of irony of like putting so many emojis in something that you can read it.
yeah. Like I'll do it every now and again for like just oh it's a funny happy face or I'm laughing really loud. You put the laughing face. I'll do it. Very rarely do I do it though. I'm also super worried to put one in because they often mean something else entirely and it's probably sexual. I don't want
The
that.
eggplant means a penis.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. There's a bunch of other ones I don't understand. But yeah, this is a movie Why they're
Well,
making
like
it, I
also
don't
like
know.
kind of got me. It's like, did you see like the standard like male emoji? Is like a guy. It's like the happy face, but it has like a big like uptake in his hair.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then there's
Like,
the female emoji, which has blue hair and a hat.
sure. Yeah, I don't have that in my phone. This must be an iPhone. I don't know. That's really weird. No, this.
No, no, no. I mean for the movie.
Oh, that's weird. That's
Yeah.
actually kind of weird. That's sure. Whatever, Sony. Speaking of weird Sony movies, they have that Venom movie coming out
Oh yeah, I
that they're
remember, and we
making.
talked about this, and now that we know that it's not actually going to be connected to the MCU,
Nope.
and they, I think like in an official interview or something or announcement, they said Sony does not seem to worry about the prospect of this movie. I am.
I am too. They casted Venom, which I'm guessing it's Eddie Brock. They casted Tom Hardy, of all people. What's interesting is Tom Hardy sticks his nose up to a lot of scripts unless they're good. So this might mean the script is okay.
I think that's
I'm
a lie, but
still
okay.
I do too. I'm still very worried about this movie. You're creating a Spider-Man-less Spider-Man universe,
With a
and
villain that is tantamount to interacting with Spider-Man.
he is a direct like byproduct of Spider-Man in a way. He comes from Spider-Man. All of his powers are from Spider-Man. He looks like Spider-Man because he was once with Spider-Man. I don't know what they're going to be doing for this unless they're just going to say this guy came in a lab. We made him. I don't know what they're doing. I I'm so worried that they're going to mess it up, which they will. And oh god, Ben, it's going to be bad. It's
What
gonna
if
be
by
rated. It's rated
Carnage
R
like
too.
yeah? Oh God. Oh.
Carnage, dear God. Oh, I wonder if Carnage will be. Do you think they'll put Carnage and Venom in the same movie in the first one?
No, not in this movie. If it's gonna be just Venom, but I would like. I think it's like kind of dumb, but I honestly wouldn't mind a Carnage. What is it like 1600s? The one when the guy is like infected by the symbiote and he thinks he's possessed by a demon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know if it's called Carnage 1600 or something, but
Is it the 1603 universe? I think
yes.
that yes, that's it. That's what you're thinking of. Oh, that could be interesting. I like that. Oh, that'd be so strange, like being the year 1603 for a Marvel movie. Oh, that'd
Oh,
be cool.
what if they'll do like the that Marvel what is it, the mangaverse, the one where they tried to like
Oh dear God.
appeal to like people that like anime like me, and like they did
Yeah. I Oh
with
God,
the
that was so
Punisher being
weird.
a geisha and everything.
Yep. Yep, yep. Oh, that was such a strange one. Why they did it? Well, they did it for that reason, as you said, but it's like, why? It was so
Well, like
dumb.
then like they could do new things with the settings, but I don't think they honestly did anything satisfying with the setting.
Fair enough. I
I
mean,
like how
what
the
a
tripwires when you shoot them they don't break.
yes, video games. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Try to get up. Yay. These rudimentary traps. I will see through them. Good job, Nathan. You know what? One thing I wish Nathan Drake talked more in the first and second one because it's a really
Oh
good
wow, because he
conversation.
doesn't shut up in the
Yeah,
other games.
yeah. He talked like I'm playing because I bought the thing. I'm playing through three right now. I also bought four because I'm like, you know what? I'm enjoying this. So once I
The only
finish
one I
the
finished
first one,
is three.
mm, I am about maybe an hour or two into it. I'm enjoying it. It feels really good. It feels modern compared to the first and second game. And he talks so much. It's a good I like it more than this
Yes,
when
and
he doesn't
instead of
talk.
killing black or Asian people in no, it's black and Hispanic people in what is it Uncharted 1 and 2, you get to kill British people.
Yeah, what a fun departure. You kill a bunch of British people. The opening scene in that game, if you guys haven't played it, is like you're in an English pub and you're just like punching
The
a
red
bunch of
telephone box
junks.
is there, and you're like, this
Yeah.
isn't real. None of this is real. This is
No,
all
Ben.
just caricature.
No, it's perfect. It's great. I also really like these camera angles. Like you have this leaning camera angle that you get in the games. It's really very cinematic, very nice touch. I really quite like it. What I don't like though is how so far both 1 and 2, the end of the game is just, hey, look, a bunch of cursed treasure has made a bunch of weird looking savages. I'm like, "Aw, that's kind of a letdown." Oh well.
Well, honestly, Raymond, these aren't games you really go for their stories towards.
Fair enough. Good point. But yeah, it's quite good. It plays well. I enjoy the they have a lot of unlockable stuff. Like it's not like really good stuff, but it's like, "Oh, hey, look at all these skins." And once you get to the
Oh,
third
yeah.
game, you get like every skin from the previous game. Like you have the guy from the first game as a skin in the third game. You also get really fat Nathan Drake as an option, which is really funny.
The thing that like always got me though is that all of their DLC is this multiplayer system
Yes.
that I don't play.
Yeah, I'm not touching that in 4 at all. Like I'm not even sure if there are people still
I
on it.
imagine it's dead.
Yeah, I imagine it's dead too. But yeah, I would never touch it. I feel like
Hey
this should
Raymond, let's
be
go
a
play
single
some
player.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood multiplayer.
Oh yeah. No one's gonna be on there.
No one's gonna be on. I can't get that platinum trophy if I ever want to, because I have to get the multiplayer character to 50,
Oh God, yeah. And no one's gonna be there.
which is
Which
something I think they stopped doing after Brotherhood. Is that
uh
they would make you play the multiplayer, but they wouldn't make you actually get the 50.
oh, okay. Yeah, probably not. Like we played some of Revelation multiplayer together. I believe we did, if I remember correctly. Didn't play a lot, but we played a little.
I
We
played a
played.
decent amount of
You did.
multiplayer Revelations. I
You
prestiged
were good.
once and then I
Oh my
stopped.
God. Nice. I would have just stopped at the top level. And like, yeah, not gonna prestige. Just gonna leave it there.
Well, no, I
I've
prestiged and then
accomplished.
I stopped.
Oh, oh my God.
Oh,
I've
it's not like I
accomplished
actually
this.
like went and re-leveled again.
Oh,
And besides, even if you prestige, you don't actually lose anything in
ooh, I like
Revelations,
that.
unlike in like a COD game.
Yeah. I always hated that so much. I lost everything good. That's
Well, I
always
guess like that's
sucked.
the point of the prestige to prove that you're good enough to just use the base guns to still, be good at the game.
Yep. Yeah, I suppose so. It's still not fun. Oh well. Oh, speaking of the Call of Duty, they had their announcement. The next game is going to be World War II. How do we feel anything about this, Ben?
I guess we're going back to the World War II era that shooters
Yes.
used to be in
Mm-hmm.
before COD brought them to the modern warfare era.
Yep. To be
So I
honest,
wouldn't be surprised. Go ahead.
yeah, I would have liked a modern game, a modern setting, to be honest,
Well,
for
people
myself.
didn't like the what was it, Infinite Warfare, the
Yeah,
sci-fi.
yeah, the space shoot 'em. Yeah, people didn't like that very much. I thought it was fine. It was okay. It was Call of Duty. I play it. I know what I'm getting when I buy it. I'm like, okay, fine.
Well, I guess it's kind of a shame that that means that setting still people don't care for it.
Yeah, it's oh well. But yeah, World War II should be interesting. The footage they showed off looks good. It's graphics. Also not. They say it's actual gameplay, but we both know it's not like
Yeah,
gameplay. So what I imagine we're gonna be getting at E3, which should be interesting, along with some multiplayer stuff.
yeah.
So
It's
this game actually had some controversy, Ben, from Polygon. Did you hear about this at all?
no.
So Polygon, after they did the reveal, was making the headline or something to the effect that Call of Duty World War II, don't let its they basically called it the white man's war and complained how it's like a bunch of men basically and how it's not diverse. Yeah, that's what they did. Good job, Polygon.
Oh god. Wow, look at that fat guy with a gun.
Yeah. Oh god, they're terrible. When somebody runs up on you with a shotgun in this game and you're not ready, you're dead.
It's like, oh god damn it, Polygon. Women didn't
They
fight
weren't.
on the front lines. There were spies and there were what
Like,
I guess you'd say service women.
yes, like medics,
People who filled like
stuff
auxiliary
like that.
battle roles.
Yes,
And
and
sorry, that's just the period the country was in.
yep,
What was it? If they want to go and make like a whole like side story about the Tuskegee Airmen, they can, and
yeah,
that's fine if they want to do that.
yep,
I guess it would honestly help them if they wanted to take away this idea of you know lack of diversity, but that's just how history, how that war was.
yep. Here I am trying to shoot a truck to make it blow up. It did not work.
Yeah, it's not gonna blow up.
No. So another
Are you
thing
supposed
was
to?
yes. Uh, People also complain about African American presence in the game. How there seems to be a lack of it. But let me tell you, they confirmed on the stage during the reveal that you will run into the main playable character will run into a black regiment that which they did exist in World War II, a all black regiment or squad or whatever platoon, I believe they were called.
Yeah,
And
were they still regimented by race
yes,
in
at that time they were. They were
okay, so
there were no whites and blacks fighting. They were all white and all black. They were not mixed at that time. And you will run
okay.
into them, and they will be treated as they were treated back in the day. So that should be really interesting how that happens.
Oh man, people aren't gonna like that.
No, they're not. And fast forward now a few weeks later when they're talking about multiplayer. So people then started complaining that they were going to have female character models you can choose from in multiplayer.
It's
And they were
multiplayer. Who
saying,
goddamn
yeah,
cares?
they were saying this isn't historically accurate. I'm like, shut your fucking mouth. Are you
Multiplayer.
joking?
Yeah, like the story. Like okay, first off, it's a Call of Duty story. It's not like supposed to be a masterwork, but at least they're trying to stick historically accurate.
Yes.
Multiplayer isn't historically accurate. There are fucking zombies in it. Okay?
There's a zombie mode, guys. Get over it. This isn't to be serious. Which should be noted, these are the guys who made Dead Space 1 and 2, and they say they're going to make zombies a horror thing. So we'll see how that
Oh,
happens. So
those
this
are
should,
the good Dead Spaces.
yeah, they are. So this should be actually kind of interesting to see what they do
Well,
with it.
I don't know. Dead Space 1 was good. I feel Dead Space 2 took some nice steps in the right direction, but ultimately kind
Mm.
of tripped up, and then Dead Space 3 is a very bad game.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one. So what I'm guessing that instead of doing like a round-based thing, they're gonna do like almost like a Left 4 Dead kind of thing, where it's like point to point. That's my
Yeah.
guess. So I'm interested to see what they do with it. I believe Sledgehammer can do a good job. So
And
that was
speaking, yeah.
yes. Go ahead. Segue to the next
And
thing.
speaking of news, I like to say, and speaking of, I've noticed,
Fair
um,
enough.
there was an announcement by Ubisoft of Far Cry 5, and
What?
apparently it's
Yes.
going to be a very Outlast like environment, like Montana, with
Yes.
Christian Doomsday cults.
Yes. Have you seen the image they put out?
No.
It's like a bunch of rednecks sitting at a table like the Last Supper painting. It
Ooh.
looks like that. Yeah.
And
And a bunch of
apparently it's
people are
supposed to. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, a bunch of people are kind of like, "Oh dear God," going about
But like from
they're
what I can tell, I think they said it's not going to be in present day or anything relatively recently. I thought they said it was going to be like 18 or 1900s.
really ooh, that could be interesting. Hmm, that should be neat.
Either that or it'll be present day, but I feel like that would be like kind of hard to
Yeah.
swing in like America. But
Yeah, it
who
almost
knows?
looks like the image. It almost looks like 1980s in a way,
Maybe.
but I'm not sure. I haven't seen a year yet, but that looks interesting. They have announced that. What else in more news? What was the game? It just got delayed. Red Dead Redemption 2 got delayed
Oh, it got
to
delayed.
spring of 2018 now, I think it is. So that happened. They also released like some more images that I didn't look at. But got delayed. Anything else get delayed? Oh, Ubisoft. Uh, Ubisoft. They will be at E3 this year with Assassin's Creed Ben, and there's been
Yes,
some more leaks. Some more leaks and
yes,
rumors.
Assassin's Creed Origins was it the
It
title?
seems to be, yes.
Wow, what a
I've
generic title.
yeah. So I've seen two things now, like two different rumors. One says that it is Egypt. Another one
Yes,
says
which
that it's gonna take place a millennia later in a different place, which I forget what it
oh.
was. Yeah, that's very weird. Those are
And like
very
what's
two
like
different rumors.
and what's weird is that assassins have already existed in ancient Egypt, well specifically the later kingdoms, Cleopatra, as she was killed by an assassin in AC2, you're told.
Yes.
So, I mean, they're already rewriting the canon, they don't care.
Oh yeah, they don't care.
Oh god, I used to care so much about Assassin's Creed,
You
Raymond.
did. You did. I remember.
I was
This is the guy who got me
so
into Assassin's Creed.
invested!
He was. I can vouch for that. He really was. He knew everything.
Raymond, was I wrong to be invested in, like,
No,
those games that were
it was
nice?
cool. Those games were
It
cool back
was
then.
cool! Like, the end of Assassin's Creed 1, I dived so hard. And, oh, then, uh,
What
Revelations
game?
happened, which honestly, even though it's not a good game, I don't hate as much as
Yep.
AC3.
I agreed. Agreed. 3 was not fun. And then I don't think either of us has played any more since 3.
No, even though I have bought Black Flag, I have not touched it.
Oh. I almost bought Assassin's Creed Unity because it was $5, but I said
Oh yeah,
no.
the bad game. Oh man, I wish the bugs were still in that game to make it like actually worth playing.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be so fun. That'd be funny as hell. Can't you stop it from updating and play it?
Yes, but you have to buy a disc version and then just launch it as is.
Oh. If I find it again for $5, I might think of it. I might think about it a little harder. Oh, that could be funny. Other news: Ubisoft with Assassin's Creed. They seem to be making a TV show for Assassin's Creed instead of going the movie way.
Yeah, because they realized the movie was a bad idea.
Yeah, what a shame. Also announced they have a
That's a bad
trailer
movie.
out. It was. It wasn't great.
Yes.
They put out a trailer for that Castlevania series that's going to be on Netflix. I didn't
Is it
watch it yet.
animated?
I'm not sure. I'm guessing it is
Because like
animated.
the director behind it like works animated stuff if I remember.
It must be animated because there's no way from the time that they announced it to putting a trailer out now that they got live action stuff done. It has to be animated. I can't see them doing it. I believe it is. We'll have to watch it after this. I'll pull it up after we're done. But there's that.
Okay.
They also announced a Witcher show, live action Witcher TV series
That
on
I heard
Netflix.
about because which I believe is the cause of the recent interview from Vice about the Witcher author of the books
Yes, the
saying how
guy who
much he
doesn't
hates the
like the
video
games.
games.
Yep.
Yes, because he didn't accept royalties and
Yep.
he hates that his games are far more popular. Well, not his games. He hates that the games are far more popular than his books.
Mhm.
And he likes to deny the fact that the books are the things that made the games popular, but it's not true. And
No.
all the things in English, all of his translations have been very, very slow. And by the time the first game came out, all the books were still not translated.
Oh wow. Nice. I believe he is involved somehow with the show.
Yes, I imagine he is.
I'm not sure how. What the guys who did the apparently the intros for a few of the Witcher games are going to direct a few episodes. So that's
Though they're one of the better ones.
Yeah. So that's happening. I'm
And
not sure how long the season is gonna be, but that should
I
be
don't know.
interesting.
I
I
wonder if
want to
it's
know who
even
they're gonna
going to have
cast.
Geralt.
Ooh, you're right. Oh, this is the room I get stuck on, so this is gonna.
Okay. There we
Yeah,
go. That's the end of the video, everyone. 45 minutes
we're
in, and we
we're
still
get.
have what? It ends at an hour and 15, so like
Yeah,
30.
I dick around in this room for like 10 per. No, it's like for like 5 more minutes trying to figure it out. I don't figure it out. It's that thing I'm looking at, that wooden platform. You have to get up there.
Ah, okay.
I didn't
And
I didn't see it.
I assume this is going to be Netflix's equivalent of Game of Thrones, as like Witcher has
Yes.
like a lot of the violence, the sex, stuff like that, in like the medieval fantasy way.
Yeah. That's what I'm guessing too.
Thing is,
So
though,
should be
like they're
interesting.
gonna have quite a time because if you don't know the backstory about Witcher, it's quite the challenge to get into because there is a lot of reading material.
It's why I never got into it because I'm like, I don't want to read all this. I don't want to do it.
Well,
Oh,
actually, like the way the first Witcher starts, you have amnesia about the books, and like
nice.
because in the final Witcher book that was written, Geralt dies.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he dies. And the stories, well, the games are effectively fan fiction in a way.
Of course, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, yeah,
because like
okay.
the author hasn't written them.
Yeah. Did he sell the rights for it off, or is it
Yes,
just
he sold the
licensing?
rights.
Oh,
He
so
sold the
oh then it's
licensing rights
ooh. Okay. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. You are right there in a way they are fan fiction
because
in a
he
way.
considered video games something of like no value and will not make money. So give
Yeah,
him a lump sum, and
that
that's what
made
they
no money.
did. Yes.
What an idiot.
I
What a
don't know
fool.
how popular this Netflix series will be.
I don't know either. We'll see. Should be interesting.
Like, I'm
Uh,
honestly very curious if Geralt is even going to be in there. I imagine there will be recurring Witcher characters, but
oh yeah. Oh, they'll be playing that card game too. Was
oh,
it Gwent?
Gwent.
Yeah. They'll
Yes,
have like
they
an
have that
entire
trailer
episode.
of Ciri, which is the girl Witcher who's effectively like your foster daughter in the Witcher games.
Okay.
And she's in there, and like Gwent, from what I know, is actually like a pretty alright card game, but I have no interest in playing a card game.
I remember how that was just like a thing you could do in game. Then they announced it like E3 last
Yes.
year. It's an entire game now. I'm like, okay, I don't know who this is for, but sure, you do that. I imagine it was supposed to like compete with like Hearthstone or something like that. But
Kind of, but like the thing is, like with Gwent, it's like instead of popular Warcraft characters that have been in the American gaming culture for quite a while now, it's stuff like the Skellige Berserkers and the Scoia'tael.
hmm,
Yeah,
oh
things you don't know. There is
yeah,
like one card in it called Poor Fucking Infantry, and I'm serious when the title is Poor Fucking Infantry, and
I
it's like
love
this
it.
like infantry soldierman, and he's just he looks like he's going to cry, and like he's just in so much pain, and oh
Oh, I love it. That's great. Oh boy. So Ben, as we mentioned it earlier, E3's coming up.
yes.
Should we make some E3 predictions real quick?
Well, I already know that Nintendo is not going to be there. They're going to have a treehouse event like they always have been. They've been doing for a while now, like in conjunction with E3.
Right. So they're just gonna put
But
out
they're not
like
doing it
another
as floor.
direct.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Uh,
So I guess
what
like
do
we
we
could
think?
include them if they're because there's that I still consider that E3 news because it's
Yeah.
still happening around the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
But okay,
It
go ahead.
happens in there. What do we think Bethesda's gonna do? Do we think Bethesda's bringing anything?
Um, to my knowledge, they made that Prey game which got
Yes.
okay reviews except for the bad IGN review on PC, which slanted
Fair
the
enough.
Metacritic to towards a 79, and they can't due to Metacritic's policies, you can't actually change them, so they're kind of
Oh
stuck there
wow.
for now. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Um,
Do they have
the only
anything
thing
that
I
Elder
know
Scrolls
about
maybe?
Elder Scrolls Online is doing that
Oh god.
Morrowind expansion, to my knowledge. I don't
Okay.
fucking know. Do people play that game?
I don't know. I
Like I
remember what
say
they
that I
announced
have
it. It
FF14
died.
on the background right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
they've already had a trailer. Um,
Okay.
there's that Quake Champions. I think it got a
Ooh,
beta.
that's right. So I might do something with
Um,
that.
but has Bethesda actually been to E3 recently, or they just go to QuakeCon?
They were last year. That's when
Okay.
they announced like Fallout 4 and Quake and a few other things. But that was really it with them. And I don't know what they would be doing this year.
Uh, I don't think they're gonna do anything with Prey. I'd like
Unless
to
it's like a
imagine they're
DLC,
working on a mainline Elder Scrolls game.
possibly. That it would make sense if they were, yeah.
I'd
So
like it if they are. They're not amazing games, but there's something they're kind of like junk food to me that I do like
yeah.
them.
Yeah, I understand that. Uh oh god, I don't we're gonna say Elder Scrolls from Bethesda.
Maybe. If anything, Quake
Quake.
Champions.
Quake definitely. I've heard nothing of that except you mentioned a beta of sorts. That's
I
about
see
it.
there's a bit of it at least.
Ah, okay.
Because someone told me they played it, so
Oh, okay. So there you go. Maybe it'll be. Is it like a closed beta or is it open?
it might be closed.
So maybe they might announce a open beta then for that. Oh, and now we have Switch games to Modern Warfare Remastered because
Uh,
I didn't record more footage. I just went back and into some files and found this. So we got to go with
that's
it.
fine.
I'm lazy. And okay, so next up, Ubisoft. So as we said, we're probably going to be seeing Assassin's Creed,
Yes,
definitely.
I believe we should be seeing an Assassin's Creed title. We'll definitely be seeing Far Cry 5.
Mm-hmm.
Some shitty dancing game.
Yep. Do we think that we'll see some cringy stage stuff like they had last year with the dancing people?
Most several years. I wonder if
Yes.
Mr. Caffeine is still around.
Ooh, Mr. Caffeine. Ooh. This is what's gonna make us true podcasters, Ben. Is Mr. If we predict Mr. Caffeine will be there or not? Oh
Oh no,
boy.
I don't think he's gonna be there. Aisha
No.
Grande. Well, no, what's her name? Aisha Tyler.
Yes, Aisha Tyler.
Yes. Haven't Ubisoft held on to her though?
She's she's hosted what the past like four Ubisoft conferences or something, if not more.
Um, I feel it's likely that she'd be there. I don't think her jokes are very good, but
Nope, they're terrible.
yeah,
They're horrible.
I wouldn't be surprised if she's the one that's heading it up.
Probably. Will she make a joke regarding her girl wood necklace again? I'm
No,
going to
I
say
don't. Didn't
yes.
she only do that once?
I think she did it one year, then she came back the next year and had it as a necklace.
Oh, that's not very funny.
Nope.
Um, besides her, I guess you think they'll have a Rayman game?
We haven't had one in a while, have we?
There was that. I think there's a re-release of Legends, or is it called?
Yeah, I think it was Legends. Maybe an announcement of Rayman. Do they own Rabbids?
Ubisoft. Yeah. They do.
Because there's
Um,
something I saw yesterday, and
it's
it's
gonna be a
apparent
Rabbids crossover with something.
with Mario.
Oh God.
Yeah, I saw some images for it yesterday. It looks weird. Do you think that's going to be at the Ubisoft conference or is it going to be part of the E3, the Nintendo Direct thing?
Um, a jo- if it's not, if they don't both show it, I feel like that's going to be a thing from Ubisoft.
Okay, so that may be with Ubisoft.
Fun fact:
Uh,
did you know Ubisoft published Morrowind, like the Elder
really?
Scrolls 3? Yes,
I never would have guessed that. Oh my
I
god,
have the box for it right here, and they have them on it.
that's weird. Okay.
Yeah.
What else does Ubisoft put out? We said Far Cry. We said Assassin's Creed. Probably Rabbids. Some weird dancing game.
Yeah. Do you think there's a new Tom Clancy whatever the fuck on the way?
No, but I will say they will probably have like a trailer for DLC or something, or some expansion pack
Yeah,
for Rainbow Six.
they're a Division MMO that is not an MMO.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not an MMO, but it markets to an MMO audience. And speaking of
Yes.
games like that, Destiny 2.
Yes, that got announced recently. It did, and
Uh, that's not. It looks like DLC.
yeah, I never cared for the first Destiny. I know people that like it. I'm like, okay. I looked at it. It looks like DLC. You're right. It does,
Yes.
which is a
I
shame.
did not play the first Destiny, and I do not plan on playing Destiny. That is, I already have one MMO that consumes my life, and I don't need one that is not actually a proper MMO,
Yeah,
but markets towards an MMO. Like
yeah.
that's the thing with Destiny. It's that, like it's like halfway an MMO, but there's a lot of weird things. Like there's questions about whether you can actually transfer your character from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2,
Oh,
stuff like that.
okay. Hmm.
But there's
Are
stuff
they
like jump potions to like just clear through original content and go into the expansion directly.
hmm. Are they gonna do that weird thing again with the story where you have to go online to look at it? Are they
Oh,
gonna,
like
gonna
what is it? Like go to the Destiny website to learn the lore about this enemy or something?
Yeah, and they just had like regular story stuff too that wasn't
Yep.
in the game. You had to go online or something.
Yes, I would not be surprised. FF14 has a lot of writing into it. There's like this one little um side stories that they do. They're called Tales of X. Like the last one was Tales of the Dragon Song War, which was like just like little stories about like things that happened in the game world that the player wasn't involved in.
Oh, okay. Okay, I like that. That sounds neat.
Yeah, it's not and they don't have any bearing onto anything. They just like help flesh out the world a little bit more.
Yeah,
But it's not like Destiny where that's like learning about an enemy or
yeah.
something, or the actual story of Destiny, which like you were involved in.
It's weird. I don't understand it. Uh, so do we think anything else we think for Ubisoft? 'Cause I'm blanking.
Um.
Oh, South Park. They're probably gonna have like a new trailer for that.
Oh, a new South Park? Didn't the Fractured
No,
Butthole come out?
it's coming out in October, I think.
Oh wow, I thought it already came out.
So I'm guessing they're gonna have a new trailer for that. But other than that, I think that might be it for Ubisoft. The
Yeah.
major stuff that I can think of, at least, that we can think of.
Yeah. There'll probably be some other things, but that's like their hallmarks at this point.
Yep. Okay. Do you want to do Sony or Microsoft first?
I don't know what the fuck Microsoft's gonna do. So.
So okay, let's quickly talk about Microsoft then. They're gonna do something with Scorpio, most definitely.
Oh, Scorpio. Yes, yes. They're finally gonna do something with that. They wasn't there like that those leaked specs that said it was much better than the PS4 Pro.
They had a bunch of people come in and look at it, and yes, it was a bit better. The only thing it like really beat it on was like the teraflops was like,
Okay.
which I don't have it in front, but like 6 teraflops, while the PS4 Pro has like two, like almost two, I think.
Man, I don't believe these consoles are going to sell very well at all.
I don't think the Scorpio will at all. Like the
And I
PS4
don't believe the
Pro has
PS4
done
Pro.
whatever. It's done like
Yeah.
whatever. But it's like
And
the
yeah.
Scorpio? I don't know.
Because I imagine the Scorpio, if it's gonna be higher spec, I imagine it might be even like slightly more expensive than the PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
And like I don't
So
know if there's
that's
a
what they're
market
gonna
for these
do.
luxury consoles.
Yeah. So
I'm
let's
surprised they haven't done
yeah.
VR at all.
They have so they've done something with that for PCs, but they're like kind of cruddy, like $200 things, like real cruddy things. But they've always been about the HoloLens, which they haven't talked about at E3 in a while. So I don't know if they're bringing it back to go with the Scorpio, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel Microsoft is really scaling back their video game operations.
They are. Um, how much do we think it's gonna cost the Scorpio? I'm
The
going to say
Scorpio?
yeah, I'm going to say 550 or
Yes, I was gonna say
599.
500 or higher.
Yeah, because Xbox One came out, it was 499. What's in the Scorpio is no way gonna still be 499. There's no way it
Yeah,
can be, or you're selling it at such a
yeah.
loss.
Well, are
Like
they
video
going
game
to
consoles
bundle it with a
are already
Kinect?
sold at a loss. I don't know. A Super Connect.
Man, I can't believe they pushing the
Oh
Kinect, and
God.
they put like a lot of money and effort into the Kinect, and it's still a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, it's always gonna be a piece of shit. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea. I don't know. That's so sad. But so we're saying 500 or more. I'm gonna say
Okay,
550 or
I can agree
599
with
as
that.
my price. That's gonna be
I
my
don't know if
guess.
they're gonna be announcing a thing for Halo 6.
Um,
The develop. I don't know the release schedules of those
I
games,
don't know. I
so there
think
might be
they
a
said it
trailer.
won't be. I think they said no Halo. I don't know either.
Oh,
Maybe
television. Yes, back at
maybe they'll
E3. What
talk
was
about
that?
that Halo TV
What
series
was
that
like
they
the
said they were gonna
E3 that
do
they
but
announced at
never
like the
have done
Xbox
anything with.
One and Microsoft just like shat all over themselves. Television, sports,
Oh, was that
cars.
2012 or 2013? It was 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had like Pele, the
Or
soccer
that
legend,
was
come out
EA,
and talk
and
about like the game. I'm like, oh my god,
that was EA.
why
Like,
did
and
you
they had
drag
like, hey
Pele into
gamers, you
this?
know what? You like sports,
Oh god,
and like what's a shame to me? It's like, oh wow, this sounds like bad,
look at
but
all your
like
sports. We got your
sports
favorite
games
sports
actually sell
guys.
very
Check
very
it out.
well to people that don't actually care about video games. So there's sadly still like a big like market factor.
They do. Yep, yep. Um, Speaking of that, I'm going to assume Microsoft will have all the sports games. So there you go. My prediction for the
Well, EA
Microsoft.
does sports games.
Will they have it? Wait, do they have their own conference? EA? EA does have their own conference,
Yes.
doesn't they?
Yeah, EA does sports games. They might have like
We
a
forgot EA.
crossover thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
They'll probably have like their car game. What is it?
Oh yeah.
Forza?
Yeah, Forza. They just had an expansion where it's like Hot Wheels. Like they had a brand deal, and it's just like a bunch
I
of
just
Hot
love
Wheel stuff.
cars. I just want to be inside them.
Oh, the Drive Club guy. Yeah, I love Drive Club. I wish it had better tracks though. Uh, it's a really good game, but it just needs more tracks. But the developer isn't under Sony anymore. I don't think they're
Oh.
also the same. So what happened was Sony's like they didn't meet their evaluation or whatever, and so they let him loose. And then they got picked up by someone else. So the entire
Hmm.
team stayed together, thankfully. But
Well, that's
Sony
good to know.
kept yeah, Sony kept the Drive Club, which we probably won't see another because they already have Gran Turismo. So Drive Club is probably done for, which is unfortunate because it was actually really good. Oh, okay, okay. Let's talk about Sony before I forget this. So Sony, what do we think? Uh, Spider-Man. Spider-Man is going to be there, Ben. I'm very excited for Spider-Man.
Oh, a Spider-Man game.
Yeah, the Spider-Man game at Sony,
Did
at the
Crash
Sony conference.
Bandicoot already come out?
June 30th, Ben. 35 days
So
or
that's still in
36.
time for an E3 trailer.
Yes, tomorrow, Ben, actually. They're showing off footage, new footage from Crash Bandicoot 3. I'm very excited because that was my favorite one. I'm very excited to see. I have it pre-ordered already. I have it already pre-ordered on PSN. I'm very happy to go. So maybe a
Um,
Crash Bandicoot trailer. Maybe. I don't know. Call of Duty will be
FromSoft,
there.
yeah. From Software said that they're going to be working on a new IP and a remake of an old IP.
Ooh.
Now, if that's going to be now, the only reason I'm saying like about Sony here is because that could possibly be a remake of Demon Souls. I don't
Oh,
believe
okay.
it's going to be. I would love for it to be a remake of Demon Souls, but I'm not that optimistic. Um, that's the only reason I believe they would be on Sony's side, or if they were making a new IP for Sony, a la like Bloodborne or Demon Souls.
Yeah,
But they'll probably just be on the Namco Bandai play
yeah.
press conference. All right, so back to actual Sony proper.
Um, so Call of Duty, of course, they're gonna do something with VR again. More than likely, they have to. Because VR has actually sold a lot more than I thought it would. The PSVR, it's sold like I think it's over 1 million now, which is actually pretty
Oh, wow,
impressive.
that's a lot better than I'd expect for those things to be. What else? That God of War, Norse Mythology Edition.
Yeah, God of War. Yeah, because that's rumored to come out uh late this year, if not next year. I don't know when. There were some
Yes,
rumors.
I was kind of annoyed the last E3 when they were announcing it, how they were saying some people were saying this story is not a video game story, it's like a real story, and like that really pissed me off.
What? That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's the whole thing that like video games are like not like a proper medium. They
Oh,
don't have like
okay.
real stories. And I'll admit, a lot of video game stories are very bad. But I
Yes.
believe there are some things that are like real like shiners of media in general in video games. But
What was the one I'm thinking? Spec Ops: The Line. That was a very good story and a very real one as well.
well, that's effectively just a Heart of Darkness. But it's still like I still think it's a good story for a video. Well, not even for a video game. That like discredits it. It's a good story.
Yes.
Um, just like Silent Hill 2. Well, granted, Silent Hill 2 is one of my most favorite games of all time. But
Fair enough. We're not biased here. We're real.
yeah.
But yeah, I understand what you're saying, and I agree. Uh, ooh. I
Um,
if Konami is doing anything with Metal Gear, it's going to be at the Sony press conference.
yeah. What was that zombie? Oh yeah, The Last of Us Part 2. Oh god.
That will be there. Days Gone was that other one they
That's what
had.
that was, because I was going to say, like, when the trailer first came out for it, I thought, is this Last of Us? And then, like, the actual Last of Us Part 2 came out.
Yeah, they showed it at December.
But I thought, like,
Yeah, I did too.
Days
I think
Gone,
everyone
I
did.
thought Last of Us game, by
I,
the way it looked.
who knows? Maybe it's tied in somehow. Probably not, but that'd be really cool. But yeah, that looked like Last of Us. Oh god, Final Fantasy VII is that going to be there? You think?
Oh, yeah, yes, I feel like it should, at least the part one of it, but
Yeah.
that's going to be in development forever. That
Yes,
is a game they should have made last generation.
I agree. Ooh. Do we think Kojima will be there with Death Stranding this year again?
Oh,
Yes.
yes, to make a new music video.
Uh, that should be interesting. See what he brings with Mads Mikkelsen and whatnot. Excited to see whatever he brings.
Yes, and his like yeah, Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus, Mads Mikkelsen
Uh,
and Skeleton Lads, and
yeah, I don't think so.
Guillermo del Toro. I don't think they had a rhyme based on his name.
Should be interesting. So, yeah, yeah.
There are so many
I don't know.
people in that. They're
There's
just
also
gonna.
a rumor
What
saying
is
that
that
Emma
game even
Stone
going
will
to actually
also
be?
be in it. I haven't.
Oh yes, that.
Yeah.
Well, because of it's the way Kojima tweets. It's basically people who catch his interest and he tweets about them have been like saying, "Oh, I can't say whether I'm in Death Stranding or
Yeah.
not," and so like they're basically in Death Stranding.
Yeah.
They're just like under an
So
NDA.
she may be in it. I don't know. How many more celebrities can Kojima get Sony to pay for? Do you think, Ben? They're just
I
giving
don't
him
know.
money. It's a
Apparently,
blank
like
check,
they don't really
Ben.
care,
That's what they've done. They've given Kojima a blank check. Said, "Go nuts."
and like that's like what like got Konami like really mad is the fact that like he did not he honestly wastes money.
Yes.
That's what he does. Like he's an artist, and
No,
I really
he's
appreciate
not
his
great.
work, but
But
He
what
is
he
not
does
good with
though at the
money.
end, I think, is it worth it? Do we think?
Yes. His whole artistic process, I feel like you
Yes.
could streamline, but I believe the end
Yes.
result is something
I
very
agree.
special that you can't take away.
Oh, who do we think will have the better conference? Will it be Sony again this year, or do we think Microsoft can pull it out?
I, if I knew any of the prospective things that Microsoft would be saying, I
Hmm.
don't know,
Well, let's
but
face it, Ben. I think it watch it just be Nintendo because they'll have like Mario Odyssey or something. Yeah,
yeah.
actual games.
Well, because they're
Oh
gonna
my god.
actually have actual Switch games now instead of just Zelda. Okay, like yeah, okay, Zelda
Oh
is good,
yeah.
but like that was
Like
the
they
only
finally
like
had like
proper
Mario
game that
Kart
was on
come
the
out,
Switch
which
for a
was
while.
the same one from the Wii with all DLC and a few new things. Yep. Uh, I don't know
Yes,
what
it
else
was
they have
8,
coming out
but a
for it.
remake.
I doubt it's nothing that I know of. Like they have this Mario Rabbids thing that's getting announced. Splatoon 2, Arms, whatever that weird game.
Splatoon 2, ARMS.
So I don't know. The next big thing I know of is Mario Odyssey,
Yeah,
which is December.
they released a trailer of ARMS with
Well,
a
there we
girl
go.
with a
That's how you
very
do it.
large butt, and people are very interested in that. But what's like the interesting thing
Oh.
about that character though is that she has
Hmm.
actual human arms as well. No, like her
Like,
quote unquote arms are her twin tails and her
like she
hair,
has forearms.
and she has actual human arms as well. Yes, but
Okay.
like the human arms are like actual arms like us. The big
Sure. Why not?
weapon arms are her hair.
Oh God. Only you,
Eh.
Nintendo. Only you. Have they gotten more like third-party support at all, or is it still just meh?
Besides the
Yeah.
E3 not the E3 conference, whatever that Switch announcement conference was, um there was that new what was it? No More Heroes that
Okay. Yeah.
wasn't even starting development by the time it was announced. There was SMT unnamed
Okay.
project. I
Okay.
assume
Yeah.
that is SMT 5. And speaking of SMT games, Persona 5 is a
Yeah.
fantastic game, even though it came out in Japan 9 months ago and I already
Good to
played
hear.
it. The English version is also good.
Oh, should be an interesting E3. Oh yeah. No, I can't imagine doing
Don't
that.
play that dubbed. Well, the problem is like the dubs. Most of the SMT games, when you bring
Right.
them over to English, you do not get the choice to actually play them in Japanese. So this is like a first for a lot of people, and it lets you realize that the Japanese dubs I do like more, and the English dubs, while not terrible, I think they're still an overall high quality. Um, some of the changes they make for
Oh,
localization and the way they
that's a
pronounce
shame.
names are pretty bad.
That's unfortunate.
Like there are some things you just have to do. Like in Persona 3, there is a character that speaks in an antiquated
Okay.
version of Japanese. Like old Japanese. How do you translate that in English? I the way they did it in the English
Nice.
version, I think they just made him
Yeah.
say like fucking French or something, and like it still makes me mad, but I understand why they did it. But like in Persona 5, there's this one character who's a hikikomori, which is basically someone who just stays inside their house all day, isn't in
Hmm.
education, employment, or training, is shut in. And the way they
Oh
voice
no.
her in English is like
Oh no.
memes.
Uh,
Yeah,
okay, Ben. So we're get. I don't mean to cut you off, but we are gonna run out of video time. We're gonna go
that.
over, which
Yeah,
is fine. So I have two
okay,
more
but
things I can think of. So have you heard about? Uh, no, not E3. The other
yeah,
news.
about E3.
Have you heard about? The Hitman developer,
Or the
IO,
news?
at all.
Okay, okay.
They're in the
That they
process
were
of being
let
sold.
go or sold or something? What happened to them?
Yeah.
They were shut down?
So they didn't make apparently like
Ew.
who Square Enix. Yeah, they lost like $40 million or
Target.
something this past fiscal year. So they
Yeah.
had to make some stuff. I don't know if it was directly because of IO and Hitman, but it was they're being sold off, and there was a lot of question about what was happening with Hitman because they were currently in the process of making season 2
Watch your
for the
fucking mouth,
Hitman, the
Holiday.
new Hitman.
Both of you shut up. 5 in position.
Yeah, they kind of fucked themselves over on
Everybody stay sharp.
Hitman in that
Sing's got eyes on Shepard.
people didn't really
Patching
like
you in
the
now.
episodic nature of
Targets in the
Hitman
AO.
game,
Remember,
especially
Sing's
considering
down there,
that
so watch your fire.
the timed
You got
what
balls,
was it?
Sing.
The
Executing a
timed
buy with a
contracts
sandstorm on
that
our
you
arse.
could only get certain contracts
mister.
You can call me
during
Shepard.
a specific real life time, which weren't even
Are these the
posted
weapons?
very well. And it's like
Yonks.
an MMO
getting
event,
harder
but
to come
outside
by.
of an MMO,
Yeah, it
it's
was
the
Guns are
player
still on the
experience,
chop.
so there's no real reason to
Show
have
me
the
the catch
event,
quick and well.
What the?
except for just like
Cool.
oh, I imagine I know why, like, Square Enix, some higher up, had to make some
Okay.
reason for them to
What?
incentivize
By
buying
who?
it
What's
episodically.
going on down there?
Miller,
So that's the reason
This
why
isn't
you
the gym.
buy it right
Repeat,
away,
it's not the
as
gym.
per episode, is so you
Well,
can
there was some
play it and then play the
concern about
contract.
who would have the
open fire!
Hitman
Open
IP.
fire!
Weapons free! Open up!
Because
Creed.
if
Make it
Square
grab for the
Enix
chopper.
kept
You got a
it,
shot?
you aren't going to see it
Negative. We're under
through
heavy fire down here.
for a while.
We can't let
until
that
they
chopper
get it
take
to
off,
the studio.
Jensen.
Well, it seems, yeah,
I
but
got
it
it.
seems that IO is retaining the
Yeah, just like the
Hitman
SX.
IP, but not Square Enix.
This is bad!
Okay, I
They're
found that.
closing in!
It is.
We're
It's
gonna
very
lose
strange.
Sing!
I didn't
Jensen, I
think it would
can't
work out
reach
like
him!
this.
That's
It seems that they're
interesting.
keeping it. This time they're not going to find those knows who's picking them up or how much the studio will be.
Jensen,
And
this
who would pay
sandstorm
for
might
it.
have just bought us some
I kinda
time,
hope Sony
but you
picks it
need
up,
to
but-
disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Another thing is last almost sad, but we're jump back to the movie. So, so Zack Snyder, my favorite director, is they're currently in post-production of the movie. Zack Snyder last director post-production.
Miller, chopper's been grounded.
Just
Repeat.
FM. Hold on.
Jensen!
Joss Whedon, who
You're
was
welcome.
confirmed to be doing the Batgirl movie, has stepped in as director for post-production. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on for a second.
No, you don't understand. I'm happy because I know he's gonna fail.
Okay. So not Joss, but Zack Snyder stepped down because back in March, his daughter committed suicide.
Oh.
And he's been
Wow,
having
well maybe you
family
should make
problems.
bad movies, Raymond.
Artificial eyes to prosthetic
Yeah.
limbs.
From molecular-sized
Okay.
computers.
Human-controlled
And,
evolution available to all.
And he thought that going back to work would be a good distraction. But everyone was
merge
saying
with
he was
machines.
having a really hard time,
When this is done,
including
the
himself.
Illuminati
So
will
he
be
stuck
able
with
to
the
control
project
men
for
and women
personal
like you. No,
reasons.
stop, it's bad. Scenes of horror on the streets of
Which is
Detroit.
unfortunate.
Madness
Suicide.
is grit mechanically augmented
Yeah,
You know
intellect.
Ben's
Suicide
very
Squad was
happy
not a
that he
good
stepped
movie
down.
either, Raymond, now that I
Los
think about
Angeles,
it.
Ankara, Dubai.
No, it
People
wasn't.
dying up
No, I'm
But
going to make
Suicide-
light of the situation, Raymond. I know I'm a terrible person, but
Even though
Research
we're
for
not,
survivors
Ben's
of
not
NHA
saying
has
suicide
been downloaded
is
to
a very
your
serious
compromise.
matter.
yes it
The
is.
Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens. It's a new world, Adam.
Love you.
It's afraid of people like
Whatnot.
us.
Everyone loves you.
Fast and
Yeah,
safe and secure.
Man, fuck Justice.
You didn't think it would end
Fuck
with the
Chad.
AUG incident, did you?
Okay, let's not forget.
Piece of shit.
Such a
We were
diva. He
victims.
needs to text me back.
This is retribution
Tell
for a
me
tragedy we
what
cannot control.
he wants to do what we're gonna be doing Saturday. But you know what? He had
They buried the truth.
not at all. What a bummer.
Possible detonations. Looks like car bombs.
Anyway, Ben, this has been another very
terrorist
successful
attack, this
podcast.
time in a police
Thank you very
United
so much
Nations
for coming.
Security Council has tasked
The new anti-terrorist intelligence and
All right.
response.
Thank you so much for coming on. The podcast has been very successful.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Darksiders 3 was terrible.
Agent Jensen.
I won't
There
let
you
it
go.
happen again.
Thank you guys. Until next time. Then I cry, but not shout until I get another video out. Until next time, guys. Thank you so much.
Fuck you, Zack Snyder. Oh my